Hello, everybody. Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we are looking at part 2 of staying calm under pressure.
Okay, so is there a situation where you stayed calm under pressure?
To be honest, I actually choked under pressure one time.
Really? What happened?
Well, I was the MC for my friend's wedding.
Okay.
And then she had about 60 tables, so that's around like 600 people at her
MC
wedding.
is the person who's going to be talking and telling everybody what's going on.
Welcome the bride and
Yeah.
let's welcome the groom. So I was the MC, but the difficult part was that I had to do it in Chinese.
Ooh.
And I was very nervous because I had never really practiced speaking in front of a lot of people in Chinese.
I see.
So I mispronounced a word and everybody laughed.
Oh no!
And I felt so embarrassed.
Oh my goodness, I would feel really embarrassed too.
And one of my friends even stood up and started clapping for me.
Oh, to try to help you.
No, I think he just thought it was really funny.
He's clapping because it's so funny.
Exactly.
Oh no, so what did you learn from this experience?
Well,
next time will you stay calm?
I learned never to do it again.
Well, that's one way. But usually when we have an experience like that, we can hope to learn something so that it doesn't happen next time. Doesn't mean just avoid the situation. But I think in today's lesson, maybe we can learn some ways to deal with that.
So maybe I will try it again one day.
Yes, maybe. We'll see.
I don't know if I can still stay calm.
Well, let's look at the lesson.
All right.
Martin didn't want choking to become another worry, so he found ways to stay calm under pressure. Now he practices his speeches in front of others. That helps him get used to feeling stressed.
So we're looking at part 2 of staying calm under pressure today. And I hope I can learn something from today's article.
Yeah, hopefully next time you're in a situation where there's lots of pressure, you can learn how not to choke. Right? Okay. Now we're still looking at Martin here from part 1 who choked during his speech. Okay, so let's continue and look. Martin didn't want choking to become another worry. Okay, so he kept choking, but he's afraid next time I give a speech, now I'm going to worry that I'm going to choke, and that will be another problem, right?
Exactly.
So he found ways to stay calm under pressure.
Oh, I really need to learn from Martin.
Right. So a worry. What is a worry? A worry is simple. It's something that worries you. Right? So if you have some situation, like, for example, you're afraid everyone's going to laugh at you, you're going to worry about that. And we'll say that's a worry of yours. So for example, you don't need to have any worries. I'll take care of everything.
Aw, that's a really nice thing to say.
But I won't do the speech for you because my Chinese is definitely not good enough.
Your Chinese is actually pretty good.
But not good enough to do one of those speeches.
Okay, let's continue. Now, he practices his speeches in front of others. That helps him get used to feeling stressed. Oh, so that's why people say practice makes perfect. Because the more you practice, the better you will be at certain things, right?
Right, and so to practice, that just means doing an activity or training or anything regularly so that you can improve your skill. So for example, you could say, Luke practices the piano every day.
Oh, so he will probably be a very good pianist.
Right, he's going to improve his skill each time he practices, right?
Exactly. And we are looking at this word here, stressed. And that is an adjective. So it just means too anxious and tired to be able to relax. You feel nervous and a little bit worried. You feel stressed. So, for example, students usually are stressed before an exam because they are worried if they won't, if they will or will not do well, right?
Right, yeah, they'll get a lot of pressure and feel like, oh no, what if I fail the exam? What if my parents get mad at me because I failed the exam? And then you stay up and you try to study, but you're worrying, and then you just feel all of that pressure on you.
Exactly. Yeah. And feeling stressed all the time is actually not a healthy thing. It's kind of harmful for your body too, if you're always stressed. And that is why it's important to try to stay calm, right?
And of course, like they said, if you just practice the thing that you need to do, especially talking in front of a lot of people, you just get your friends around or people, who are willing to listen and just practice what you're going to say.
Yes.
If there's nobody around, practicing in front of a mirror
that is right.
is a good way to practice too, right?
Definitely. I have done that before and I think it really helps.
Yeah, it helps to calm you down when the real thing comes.
That's right. How about let's take a quick break and we'll be back to learn more.
Cool.
Martin also created a routine for before his performance. He takes a few deep breaths and then repeats a calming word. That stops his heart from racing. Last, Martin focuses his attention on the task at hand. That puts his mind on his speeches and not on his worries. All that helps Martin stay calm.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So before the break, we are talking about Martin. And Martin gave a speech and he choked, right? So now he doesn't want to worry about choking the next time he's giving a speech. So what he does is practices his speech in front of other people. That way he can get used to the stress that he will feel while he's giving a speech.
That's right. I think that is going to help him, right?
So let's find out what else he did.
Okay, so Martin also created a routine for before his performance. Created a routine. So what is a routine?
Okay, a routine is the normal order and way that you regularly do things. So in this situation, he's going to give a speech. So if he's going to create a routine, that means there's going to be certain things that he does every time before he's going to give a speech. So our example sentence says, Phoebe has a very difficult exercise routine.
And this exercise routine is something that she does regularly, right?
Right, and every time she does this all of these things that she does while she's exercising, it's quite difficult. So we say her routine is difficult. So continuing, he takes a few deep breaths and then repeats a calming word. That stops his heart from racing.
Okay, that stops his heart from racing. That means that stops his heart from going really, really quickly, really, really fast, right?
Like racing means like going very fast, right?
And that is true. Okay, so we're looking at this word here, deep, because you have to take deep breaths. And that is an adjective. Usually when we look at this word deep, you would probably think of, deep versus shallow in the swimming pool. Something that is all the way down, so far down, that is called deep, right?
Right.
But right here, we're talking about taking deep breaths. So it just means taking in or giving out a lot of air.
So when you breathe in
and out.
So that will be a deep breath.
Exactly.
Can you have a shallow breath?
I don't think so.
Well, we do say shallow breathing if somebody maybe is close to dying
like
or
this?
Something. Or it could just be just not letting in a lot of air. Yeah.
I see. And for example, she took a deep breath and then jumped into the pool.
Or was it a deep pool?
Maybe it was a deep pool too.
Okay. We have another vocabulary word, repeat. So repeat is a verb. It just means to do something over again.
That's right.
Over and over again. So for example, you can say, I repeated myself to Karen many times, but she didn't listen.
And that's not true. That's just an example sentence.
Okay.
Okay, let's
just
go.
An example.
Let's go back to the article. Last, Martin focuses his attention on the task at hand. Okay, so he focuses his attention. He wanted to focus on the task at hand, what he needs to do right now.
Okay,
right?
so task at hand. Okay, first, what is a task? A task is a piece of work that someone has to do, especially if it's hard or not very fun to do. So for example, you can say, he was given the task of cleaning the bathroom. So put the task at hand means the thing that you are doing now. That task that has to be done now. At hand just means right now.
That's right. That puts his mind on his speeches and not on his worries. All that helps Martin stay calm. Wow, actually, these are really, really good techniques. These are really, really helpful tips, right?
Yeah, so I think if you were to give another speech, you're the MC, then I think that you should definitely take this advice.
All right.
Deep breaths, don't think too much.
And practice a lot.
Practice makes perfect. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. Hopefully you learned something, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, I will learn to stay calm under pressure for sure.
Great. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Martin didn't want choking to become another worry, so he found ways to stay calm under pressure. Now he practices his speeches in front of others. That helps him get used to feeling stressed. Martin also created a routine for before his performance. He takes a few deep breaths and then repeats a calming word. That stops his heart from racing. Last, Martin focuses his attention on the task at hand. That puts his mind on his speeches and not on his worries. All that helps Martin stay calm.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 worry 名词，担忧、烦恼。Don't let your worries keep you awake at night. 别让你的烦恼让你晚上睡不着。Awake 指的是醒着的。下一个单字 practice 动词，练习。She practices the piano for an hour every day. 她每天练习钢琴1小时。下一个单字 deep 形容词，深的。Joseph took a deep breath before diving into the pool. Joseph 在跳入泳池之前深呼吸。Breath 指的是呼吸 ，dive 跳水。最后一个单字 repeat 动词，复述，重复。The teacher will repeat the instructions to make sure everyone understands. 老师会重复一遍指示，确保每个人都明白。Instruction 指的是指示。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 get used to 习惯适应。To 在这里是一个介系词，它的后面必须接动名词或名词。我们来看看这个例句。It took me a long time to get used to my new job. 我花了好长一段时间才适应我的新工作。下一个文法 A stops B from 加上 VING. A 阻止 B 做某件事。Stop 是阻挡、遏制的意思。我们来看看这个例句。No one can stop me from pursuing my dreams. 没有人可以阻止我追求梦想。Pursue 指的是追逐、追求。最后一个文法 at hand 在手边的，即将到来的。我们来看看这个例句。The meeting is at hand, so please be prepared. 会议即将到来，请做好准备。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Today, we're going to talk about the Kaohsiung Circular Light Rail Transit. Now, oftentimes we are in Taipei and we hear MRT. So MRT stands for Mass Rapid Transit. So what is the difference between the two, MRT and LRT, Light Rail Transit? So MRT trains are usually faster than LRT trains. And MRT systems are designed for higher speeds and longer distances, allowing them to reach higher maximum speeds compared to LRT systems. Now, MRT moves at a greater speed and has longer trains, while LRT trains are smaller in length and move slowly because they need to make more stops. So let's learn more about the Circular Light Rail Transit in Kaohsiung. The Kaohsiung Circular Light Rail Transit, LRT, is a moving landmark of the city. Its purpose is to improve the traffic in downtown. It is the first cable-free light rail system in the world. The waterfront route has been highly welcomed since its operation. It runs along many Asia New Bay Area attractions. The circular light rail makes the city better. I I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the circular light rail transit in Kaohsiung. It certainly looks very, very convenient. I would definitely want to try it out when I go to Kaohsiung. Well, this is all the time we have for today, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.